everybody, welcome back to Epicurean Expeditionist. Fresh cut, fresh shave. Yeah, life is good today. So, I've been struggling a little bit this week because I wanted to cook something for you guys, but I'm also on a diet. Yeah, I know, I'm on a diet, go figure. So I did some figuring for today, so I figured out what I could cook. So really today we're going to be cooking a little bit of steak. I actually have some beef bottom round steak that I'm going to be cooking. But that's not the focus. Today we're going to be talking about seasoning. Specifically when you're cooking something like steak. If you follow any of these major steak groups or anything like that on social media, now it doesn't have to be super fancy steak, any steak. They're all salt, pepper, garlic, salt, pepper, garlic. That is the holy trinity for steak seasoning. No. Play with seasonings because there is so much out there that you can use with anything. Meats, veggies, soups, stews, anything. Don't be afraid to try new seasonings because what you're doing is you're playing with your flavor profile and you're finding a flavor profile you enjoy. Make it all about the flavor because let me tell you, flavor, here's the thing. When we sit down, we're going to eat with our eyes first because we have to see it and it has to look good. That's going to entice us in. It's going to smell good. That's going to bring us in as well. Then we're going to cut it or scoop it, whatever. We're going to get some on our fork. We're going to bring it up to the mouth and we're going to eat it. So it's got to taste good and it's got to feel good in the mouth. But here's the thing. Sight, smell, and taste can all be affected by your seasonings. All three of those. Because seasonings can add flavor and can add color. I was actually waiting a bit today because I have some pink peppercorn on the way, which is an amazing spice to use. We all know your standard black pepper. Salt and pepper, yeah. Black pepper's got that nice strong pepper, that nice strong flavor to it that lasts and lingers. Pink peppercorns, on the other hand, not so much. They have a much lighter, more floral, aromatic flavor to them. And it's kind of a quick hit, gone away. It doesn't linger like black pepper does. And it's a really neat flavor to add into your seasoning arsenal. But today, we got a few other things to play with. So, let me get down here and get started, and we'll show you what we're playing with. Okay, here we are with our steak. We have some of our seasoning choices out here. I already know what I'm going with because it's kind of my go-to, standby, whatever you want to call it. It's one I enjoy. That would be Montero's Light and Healthy Sofrito Mix. This works for meats, it works for veggies, it works for soups, stew, everything. This goes with everything. And it's a very cool flavor combination. But you also got things, if you want to go to the store and grab pre-made stuff, well, that's obviously pre-made. I buy it straight from Puerto Rico. It's good stuff. Your oregano 5-spice. If you have a cinnamon issue, there is cinnamon in this. Just be aware of that. Salt-free seasoning. If you're old enough to remember, Mrs. Dash. Lemon pepper, another go-to. It's not bad. It's a nice lemon and pepper flavor. It works. Chili powder, my secret weapon. When you cook with stuff, not just what you're going to put on the meat, but what you put in the pan, a little sesame oil. You'd be surprised what that'll do. So I am going to start with putting some sofrito on my steaks. A little bit. And I know some people out there are going to say, oh, you're ruining the flavor of the steak. Here's the thing. If you like the flavor of plain steak, go for it. If you like steak with salt, pepper, garlic, go for it. I'm not saying you don't have to. This is just what I happen to be cooking today because it works with my diet, and I happen to like it this way. I know some of you are going to cringe at that, but that's okay. It's only for me. There we go. Rub that in. Now, I am going to play a little bit today. Where did I put? Because I know it is a complementary flavor profile, I'll throw a little lemon pepper on there. Just because. Why not? Let's kick it up a notch. There we go. Boom. Now, I have my compound garlic butter out here. Grab a little bit of that. Oh, yeah. Woo, that might be a little warm. Turned it up too high. Yep, that was a little warm. Y'all can't see that, it's a good thing. Hang on a second, I'm gonna reposition the camera, let the smoke go down, and we'll be right back. Okay, cleaned out the pan, started over. I wasn't paying attention. That is entirely on me. I have my stovetop set for about 350 right now. Take my steaks. I have fresh garlic butter in there. It smells like garlic in here. Now, we'll let these sit for a minute. I'm going for a medium-ish. That's me. If I was to go out and get a good steak, these are not high quality. They're not bad. They're definitely edible. They're good steaks. They're not great steaks. If I'm ordering a great steak, it's going to be medium rare at best. But, oh God, that smells good. I wish you guys could smell this. Yeah, nice sear on that side. And these won't take very long to cook because they are thin cut. We're almost there. We're almost there. Now I've got the sofrito, the lemon pepper, and the garlic and butter in there. This is going to be good. I'll be right back as soon as they're done. Okay, long enough to wash the cutting board. And we have steak. Boom. Pull that off to the side. That'll do the trick. One of these days I'll bring home my, I'll bring in my good knives. We'll have some fun. So, see, there we go. I actually got a medium, almost medium rare. Pretty impressed with myself right now. As somebody that cooks for a living, as well as going to culinary school, I will tell you these thin steaks are a lot harder to get just right. It's very quick cooking time because they're thin, because cooking time is based on the time it takes for the heat to penetrate through what you're cooking into the center, because that's where you judge the temperature by. So anyway, we've got our seasoned steaks all cooked. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I got to say I'm pretty proud of myself with this. So of the two steaks, the thinner one, I got like a medium, rare end of medium here. Excellent flavor combination. The thicker of the two steaks is more of a medium rare to rare. Perfect. What's about the flavor? So today's all about flavor. Remember, there's no one way to cook stuff. There's no one way to season stuff. Have fun, explore, enjoy. There's so many things out there you can use to flavor your foods, and you can have so much fun with the mixing and matching. It's mind-boggling how many options there are. And don't be afraid to try something new. Check out that Asian store or that Hispanic store or that Middle Eastern store. You never know what you're going to find. Any culturally based grocery store is going to have more of a variety of seasonings, for the most part, than your standard everybody grocery store. There are exceptions on both sides of that, but in general, don't be afraid to try something new. If you're in a cultural grocery store, and I say it that way I don't know a better way to refer to it, whether it's Latino, whether it's Middle Eastern, whether it's African, whether it's Asian, whether it's anything, most of the time, if you ask somebody working there about one of the seasonings, they're happy to tell you about it. If they don't know, they might be able to find somebody who does. So, expand your palate. Have a great time. Enjoy your food. Remember, food is life. Life is good. Let's eat some more. Make yourself some good food at home. Sit down with family. Sit down with friends. Sit down with friends you haven't met yet. You never know who you're going to meet. And enjoy that food together. I love you all, and I'll catch you on the next one.